Can we start with this new sickness thing that's in place?
Yes.
Because obviously the government have changed the rules, and I think a lot of people don't quite understand what it all means, the implications behind it, and as well how to handle it, because I think a lot of employees just say, oh, sickness from day one.
Yes. In other words, you have to pay statutory sick pay from day one. There's no longer a 3-day qualifying period. So there is an additional cost to any business when someone calls in sick. But of course, there is an additional cost to the actual payment that you're making to the employee, which is the disruption to schedules, your reputation as a business, letting clients down, the impact on other staff within the team.
Yeah.
So the actual cost really ripples out. And if you've got, everyone has occasional days sick, that's no problem, that's what happens. But if you've got a persistent sickness absence issue, then the costs can really rack up very quickly indeed.
So since this new law has come into place, have you actually seen a change?
No, not really. But the reason that I sort of got into the sickness management thing and decided to do something and offer people a workshop on sickness management is because the new legislation has come in, so that really has brought it to everyone's mind. But about a month ago, within a week, I had 2 examples of sickness issues. One girl had done 21 days, single day absence in 4 months.
Wow.
21 days. And another case, a girl came in and called in and said, I'm calling in sick because I didn't sleep well last night.
Yeah.
And now I'm not the 21 days sickness. Well, actually, we do know that she was abusing the sickness policy because she was actually seen out and about on days that she claimed she was sick. So we do know that she was abusing it. But certainly the girl who says, I didn't sleep last night, I'm calling in sick. That is not what the sickness policy is for. The sickness policy is for people who are ill.
Yeah.
And they can't come in to work.
Yeah.
Because
But someone who says that they haven't slept well and they've obviously prepared that they're not coming into work, how do you handle that?
Oh, this is where it gets very interesting because it's very difficult to handle a situation retrospectively. Now, the girl that was calling in because she hadn't slept well, she had more sick days than the rest of the team combined together. So there was a pattern there, and she'd fallen into a habit of just going, I feel a bit tired, I don't feel much like it today, I don't think I'll go in. And she'd fallen into this habit. And once the habit are kind of established, it's quite difficult to pull it back. The trick with good sickness management is to proactively manage it and to have a really great policy in place, very clear, very exact, and to manage it through for every occasion of sickness, no matter who, and to be seen to be on the task as the manager and leader.
But how do you do that? And this is what we were talking about earlier on, because, especially with a small business, and I know with, obviously I deal with salon owners and clinic owners, you've got a small team that are quite close.
Yes.
And you've got that close relationship. I think when it's a big organisation, it can be slightly different. But, it's where you draw the line on someone not coming into work, isn't it? Because there's so many different scenarios, and there's scenarios which aren't necessarily sick, but where someone mentally can't come into work. For example, if that dog is really ill and they're so close to that dog. And it's a hard one, isn't it, to put into a policy, because where do you draw that line?
Yes, exactly. And this is why it's so important to be known for being fair, approachable, and reasonable, and also to, on occasion, be seen to be making a tough decision.